Welcome to Canal Media's weekly roundup from the banking sector. This week witnessed significant developments across PSBs and RRBs. Bank employees across the country intensified their demand for a 5-day banking week through UFBU's nationwide agitation. Concerns related to work pressure, disciplinary actions, and labor practices also came into focus. RRBs remained into the spotlight due to IPO related developments, policy reminders, and ongoing discussions about their core mandate. Here are the developments that shaped this week's banking headlines.
5-day banking week demand. Bank employees participate in UFBU-led nationwide agitation. Bank employees across India participated in UFBU-led demonstrations on December 30, 2025, demanding the implementation of a 5-day banking week. Following UFBU's call, coordinated protests were held nationwide to press for long-pending issues in the banking sector. The agitation saw collective participation from employees and officers, with the 5-day banking demand at its core. AIBOMEF convenes 9th National Conference. Key organisational matters reviewed. The 9th All India Conference of the All India Bank of Maharashtra Employees Federation was held in Pune over 2 days, bringing together employees and union leaders from across the country. The conference discussed organizational matters, staffing issues, workplace challenges, and key policy developments. Labour Commissioner issues summons to ICICI Bank CEO over alleged illegal terminations. The Deputy Chief Labour Commissioner Mumbai has issued a summons to the Managing Director and CEO of ICICI Bank in connection with an industrial dispute. The summons relates to a complaint alleging illegal termination and forced exits of bank employees. The matter has been taken up under labour laws after the complaint was converted into an industrial dispute. Public sector banks write off Rs 6 lakh crore bad loans in 5 years. Public sector banks in India have written off bad loans worth over Rs 6 lakh crore over the last 5 financial years. The figures were shared by the All India Bank Employees Association based on parliamentary data. The write-offs cover the period from financial year 2020-21 to financial year 2024-25, including the first quarter of financial year 2025-2026. The data reflects bank-wise and year-wise loan write-offs across global operations. AIWBOA submits representation to PNB MD over revised KRA framework and AO concerns. The All India V Bankers Officers Association has submitted a formal representation to Punjab National Bank's top management regarding concerns over the revised Key Result Area framework. The letter highlights operational difficulties, reporting challenges, and issues affecting agriculture officers across circles and zones. AIWBO has called for urgent attention to these matters to address workplace impact and implementation issues. BFS spotlights year-on-year financial strengthening of regional rural banks. BFS spotlights year-on-year financial strengthening of RRBs worth deposit and credit. The improvement has been highlighted in performance data shared by the DFS. The figures indicate expanding outreach and a growing role of RRBs in supporting rural finance and credit delivery. Biometric checks trigger suspension of 19 employees at MPGB. Wider recruitment irregularities suspected. Madhya Pradesh Gramin Bank has suspected 19 employees after biometric verification revealed identity mismatches. This has raised serious doubts about whether there were problems or unfair practices during earlier recruitment exams. The development has triggered wider discussions on recruitment transparency and verification process in RRBs. NABARD issues fresh reminder on 12 BPS compliance as RRB sponsor banks lag implementation. NABARD has once again directed RRB and their sponsor banks to ensure timely implementation of the 12 bipartite settlement and the 9 joint note. The reminder flags continued non-compliance and directives issued by the DFS. The issue has raised concerns over the delays in extending agreed wage and service benefits to RRB employees. Finance Ministry seeks IPO blueprints from 3 RRBs by March end. The Ministry of Finance has asked 3 RRBs to submit draft IPO plans by the end of March. The direction follows a review by the DFS to assess the readiness to select RRBs from market listing. The move is a part of government's broader roadmap to list certain RRBs over the next 2 financial years. Rural banks must serve communities, not chase profits. Call for structural reforms in RRBs. As RRBs mark their 50th anniversary, discussions have resurfaced around their governance, autonomy, and original mandate. Concerns have been raised over the increasing profit focused approach of RRBs and a shift away from their core role. The debate highlights the need to ensure that RRBs continue to prioritize rural development and financial inclusion over the profit driven objectives.
That's all for this week's roundup. Stay tuned with Canal Media for more updates and developments that matter to bankers.